Okay, I think everything's fine. I think. Maybe. I hope. Everything seems okay on my end. Just, just need people to show up. Ah, speak of the devil. Welcome. Got here just in time. I was about to get started. Actually, first, I really need to put a couple of finishing touches on Steve here. And then we'll get started. Because the thing is, when you first get started, they don't give you a whole lot of options. So you just kind of have to roll with what little is available. And now that I more or less have access to the full creation suite, I can go ahead and make the Steve that I need. All of the ridiculous mustaches are locked away. That's unfortunate. We'll start with something basic then. At least it's a start. So, I hope those of you watching right now have been having a good night so far. Had a good Saturday, was it? Honestly, I've kind of forgotten what day it is. I do want to say it's Saturday, though. Obviously, you'll correct me if I'm wrong. I cannot get the bowler hat. This is unfortunate. Or a headband. Well, this is just going to be an incomplete Steve. Is it just me, or would Incomplete Steve... Does Incomplete Steve sound like it would make a halfway decent band name? Okie dokie. I promise I'm not going to spend the whole thing on character customization. This, should be a fairly quick process. So, those of you in the chat, if you're willing to talk, it'd be cool to hear if you're wrestling fans. Be neat to talk to somebody who actually knows their stuff. Although, of course, it's not a prerequisite. And maybe you're one of those weirdos who's just here for me. I don't know. Now that I think about it, I'm not sure I can get the right boots for Steve. That's one thing that I really hated about 2K18 was its loot boxes, which, thankfully, you don't have to pay real money for, but they're still kind of a pain, though, having to save up all your in-game money to get them. In-game money that could be spent on new move sets and in-game abilities. Okay, that's obviously not the right boots. I'm looking for the Rock's boots that had the, that really only came up to about above the ankle, and then from there up were, like this flap in the front with laces on it and a strap around the top. I don't think I can get those. I think they're all locked. Which is really unfortunate if that's the case. Oh well. I mean, it's not going to ruin the image or anything, just that those boots are perfect for Steve. Okay, so I'm regretting making the elbow pads blue. I feel like the black really did work better. That's color, not material. We want material. There we go. And truthfully, we won't even be able to see this outfit for a little while anyway. Because first we got to go through the tutorial in the Performance Center. I would just be wearing sort of generic workout gear. Well, it's not generic. It's specifically tap-out branded gear, but I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's pretty generic. Workout gear is workout gear, after all. You know what? We could give him the Colonel Sanders jacket. Yeah, why not? Well, Dean, you of all people should know, Steve is not really the arse-kicking type. He's more the type to get his arse kicked. That'll do for now. Steve is for anyone who doesn't know, Steve is a character that my friend Dean here and I kind of came up with together. He's more or less a joke character. Not the type that you'd really expect to win a whole lot. It'd be nice if I could find one more that basically questions Steve. So I've got the who are you and the maybe. So, is there another one I can get that'll comment on what a weirdo he is? No. Okay. I'm totally not opposed to stealing somebody else's sign. If I can find one that works. Honestly, I probably shouldn't even be messing with this. You probably want to just see the wrestling. You know what? Yeah, let's give him a Ric Flair woo. Why not? I'm sorry. Rick would kill me if he heard that. It's not woo, it's woo! Gotta get it right. I'm hoping to find something that's at least a little bit goofy looking. That works, sure. Steve is supposed to be this scrawny little weirdo that wants to be tough by God, but doesn't usually pan out. Now, granted, that's a problem for the career mode in this game, because you kind of have to win if you want to progress. So I guess tonight is the night that Steve graduates from being a jobber. One thing's for sure, we can give him his entrance. Steve has generally had the same entrance ever since Dean and I first came up with him. So that's going to be easy to put together. Gotta say, though, sometimes the loading screens in this game are killer. Alright, here we go. You won't be able to hear the music, but I just like to have it. British Patriot. I would give him Jack Gallagher's, but on the off chance that I have a match against Jack Gallagher, kind of don't feel like taking that risk. And everything else I'll worry about later. Alright. To the Performance Center. Tutorial start. Any day now. Like I said, man, this game and its loading screens Here we go. The Rock doesn't have time to be training people in the Performance Center. He's too busy making 4 movies. Okay, right here is where you're going to learn one of my biggest pet peeves. After this loading screen, one of my biggest pet peeves about this game. You have this full gym over here, but you can't go in. This door is locked, no matter what you do. And once you finish the tutorial, you never come back to the Performance Center. And later on, when you get to the, when you actually get to the show, there's going to be a couple of 2 treadmills and 2 stationary bikes in one of the locker rooms, and you can't use them either. But NBA 2K18 got a full gym you could use. And here we meet Matt Bloom. Finally, the hottest free agent in all of sports entertainment right here in front of me. Great to have you here. I'm Matt Bloom. Call me Matt. Thank you, Matt. Amazing to be here. Alright, I'm not doing the voice. I should do the voice. Cockney Steve has a voice. And it is a silly voice. At least Dean and I think so. Glad you decided to sign with WWE. A lot of room for a guy like you on the roster. You've seen what AJ and Shinsuke have done with the opportunity, I'm sure.
Of course, they inspired me with how they rocketed into the WWE.
You and a whole lot of other people. What, you were reading Matt's voice, Matt's text in the voice? I should just... Everybody, Steve. Why not? Even Vince McMahon gets to be Steve. In addition to looking like Gilbert Gottfried. In-game models were not at their best this year. What I mean to say is, I think you can do the same. Up to you, obviously. Bust your ass every day, do what I tell you, and you got the opportunity. Ain't no better place than this, believe me. Back when I started wrestling, if you weren't a part of wrestling school, you couldn't even get the opportunity to come to the WWE. Yeah, but nowadays you can get in with 0 experience, like Enzo Amore. New Jersey's full of wrestling schools. Enzo got in just by going to the same gym as Triple H. Here we got people from all over the world, different backgrounds from different aspects of sports, like some crossover, transitioning.
Happy to be a part of this new legacy.
Overall, what I want from you is to see your good character. I want to see you working harder to get better all the time. And it's been a while since your last match.
True enough.
Gonna always keep you focused on the mission at hand. So now introduction's behind us. Gotta get rid of that ring rust and evaluate you. We'll see where you're at. I'm putting you in the ring against one of our seasoned vets.
No honeymoon, huh?
You want one?
You misunderstood. I meant for the other guy.
A wise guy. I heard that about you. Hop on up. Time to get down to action. And if I'm not mistaken, they're going to put me in with Dillinger. Ty Dillinger, the perfect 10. After a loading screen. Because everything is a loading screen. Life is just one big loading screen. Boy, that sounds like the start of a gamer cult.
Steve! Wait. That's not a Steve dance.
There's a Steve dance. That was a Goldust move. Steve is going really heavy on the DDTs tonight. Not that I'm complaining. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm all about super kicks, suplexes, and DDTs. And of course the RKO, but I feel like that one's a little more special.
Super Steve!
Of course, you can't go wrong with a good drop kick. You know, I've been watching through Quantum Leap with my parents, and tonight's episode was actually about wrestling. So I think we can probably attribute that to why I'm playing 2K18 tonight instead of Dark Souls. Well, that and just really not wanting to beat my head against a brick wall for 2 hours.
Go to sleep, Ty!
2, 3.
Hooray! Steve wins!
Oh man, I should... Okay, in 2K17, I think it was 2K17, I made Steve a t-shirt that had the Union Jack on it, and it said, "All hail the Steve Supreme." I should give him that t-shirt again. Very good, good stuff. Haven't lost your edge at all.
I've made sure to keep active outside the ring.
It shows. Now listen. I know where you came from. They don't cut that many promos.
Barely at all, honestly. Hardly worth mentioning.
Now is the best time to practice. I want to see what you got on that end. Go over to the promo area and cut a promo. Forget your expectations. Show me you. The promo area is just back in the ring, though. After yet another loading screen, of course. So I hope everybody out there is having a good weekend. I hope at least one of you has something exciting planned. Spring break officially started for me today, so I should have exciting things planned. Probably going to spend most of it reading, though. As Steve poses for the crowd that isn't there.
Mic drop right now. This is a takeover. The WWE is primed for the plundering, and I'm gonna take control of it all. I'm not satisfied with being given scripts and told, look at the feast I gave you. That's gaslighting. didn't get to read all that. I'll break it down for you so you know what's coming. The onslaught I bring will change the shape of everything. I'll remake the face of wrestling forever. All the legends of the past step aside. Soon the very nature of the WWE will evolve into something undreamt of before.
Also, hello, cat. Okay, fine, run away. Silly girl.
I'm making this place my home. When I take it over, I am going to exert all my control and do whatever I want. Domination, let's call it what it is. Total, absolute, destructive domination. I feel like a force has been slouching toward the WWE for years, and I'm happy to assume the mantle of that role. Also, my Cockney sometimes turns a little bit Australian, and I apologise. Very soon, the old order will buckle and topple on down. I'm replacing it with me, the order of myself. On that shining day, I will gaze on the ruins of what was and plan the foundations of what will be. I'm going to lay the old order into the brickwork of that foundation. It's the best I can do. I want to be exactly where my audience wants the action. Guide me with your passion and your love, and I will be right there for you. Even if I could do this alone, and I don't want to. I want you with me. I want to ride that storm. I want to be... They cut me mic off.
Hey, Kira. How you doing, silly girl? My cat has decided to perch on the desk. And Steve poses again for the audience. So there are 3 of you watching. How many of you were hideously annoyed by that voice? Be honest. Show of hands. Put your hands down. You know I can't see you. Wow, that was impressive. As natural as I've ever seen. Real honesty to your promo. And if you keep honing that edge, the WWE Universe is gonna dig it. Dusty would be proud.
They're pretty awkward to me. I suppose talking to a live audience would be okay, but this...
Something out of your element?
Basically.
Learn to like it, I say. What I mean is, like both promos and being outside your comfort zone. I'm all about personal and professional development.
Perfect. I'm ready for whatever's next.
Take it easy for the rest of the day. Unwinding is as important as getting wound up. Get to know people around here. We'll pick this up again tomorrow. Well, I know that 2 of the people watching right now are fans of Steve. Like I said earlier, Dean was there when Steve was created. And Gator Queen, this is not her first encounter with Steve. I remember the first time she heard it, she said that my accent was perfect. Which, maybe it was at the time, but it's certainly not anymore. Let's see, we got Nikki Cross, we got the Authors of Pain. I think that's Nick Miller. Cassius Ohno. And I can never remember who's who in Sanity. I want to say that's Eric Young. Yep, that's Eric Young. Pretty fierce competition, even here, especially with you. I think I'm starting to doubt myself.
Check your worries at the locker room door. You got this. You've been fighting for this.
Hey, thanks. That's real cool of you.
Yeah, I'm not even supposed to be here. I'm not good enough for this. But they wanted me anyway, so here I am.
Ready to get started?
I was ready yesterday, but then you told me to go home.
Good, keep that attitude. Now, if you want to make it in the WWE, like really make it, you're going to have to learn a few things.
Moves and technique, right?
Sorta. You'll see what I mean as we're working today. Wrestling in the WWE is unique, a little different than anywhere else. Hop in the ring and I'll show you. I think this is going to be the lift and carry tutorial and the submission minigame. Just saw a tail run under my desk. I don't know whose tail it was. Just saw it run under my legs. Well, I screwed that up. Oh, R1. Okay, that's my problem. There we go. And then, scoop slam! Come on, Steve. Steve! Steve! I can't do... I literally can't do anything. Huh. This is unfortunate. Restart. Okie dokie, here we go. Scoop slam and R1. And then when you finish the slam, badonk. You can lift your opponent directly into carry position by holding R1 and moving up, down, left, or right with the right stick. Okay, there we go. Tommaso, I think something's wrong with your arm. What the fuck's going on? Are you the Thing? This is highly unusual, I must say. And that's the end of that tutorial. So next should be... the submission minigame, yeah. And there's going to be one more day in the Performance Center that's basically going to be me in a squash match where there's no way to win. Yeah, good stuff. Getting the hang of it right quick.
It feels pretty intuitive.
Go take a break and come back to me when you're ready for your next lesson.
Okay, I'm ready. Steve is ready.
Alright, time to talk submissions. Submissions are a big part of WWE matches, so you gotta keep them in mind. Doing them and avoiding them, it's critical. Hop back in there and I'll teach you a few things you gotta know. It's really unfortunate you guys can't hear the music, because, keeps playing, fuck, what is it? Straight Out the Gate by Tech 9. I like that one. I'm not the biggest rap fan, as many of you might know, but I do like Tech 9. There you go. Tap, Tommaso. That's the way it was in 2K17. And this one gives you another option where you make them tap while you tap. I am a horse. And there's the Tech 9 song again. This game seems to really like its Tech 9. Maybe it's just because it never gets to finish, so every time it goes to play music, it has to start over. Good, good. Taking this like a fish to water.
Almost feels like a fish to hot water.
Not at all. You're a natural. So which submission control do you prefer?
Option 2 suits me better.
Great, I'll keep that in mind for later. That's all for today. Come back tomorrow and we'll test you out against one of our better NXT guys. See how well you've absorbed today's lessons. See, he says one of our better NXT guys, but I'm pretty sure they're going to put me up against Baron Corbin, who was not in NXT when this game was in production. Development. Words. I don't know if you can hear it, all the creaking, but I hurt one of my legs last week. It has been almost a week. Jeez. So I'm having to keep it elevated. So I've got a stool set up under my desk, and I keep having to adjust myself, trying to stay comfortable. Okay, Matt, just push me away, why don't you? You are in for a treat. We're lucky enough to have one of the top WWE superstars here today.
I hear boring Corbin himself.
Got that right. Training for a big match coming up at the pay-per-view. I thought it would be good to show you all one of our success stories.
I think I could take him, long as he doesn't hit me in the balls like he did Shinsuke.
Optimism. Love it. Funny you should say so. Now's as decent a time as any to see how you stack up against the real deal. Third day, curious to see how you can do. Get in there, show me what you got. Like I said, this is, pretty sure there's no way to win this one. Doesn't stop me from trying, though. Pardon me. One day, I'm going to start a new character in career mode, and I'm going to take Corbin down! One day. Probably not today, but one day.
Cry, Corbin, cry!
Man, I am doing no damage to him at all. His health is still at 100%. Now can I get him? Go for that Goldust uppercut. And another DDT.
Steve's all about the DDTs tonight.
Interestingly enough, Gator Queen actually looked up where the DDT came from for me the other night. Turns out it was named after a, was it a pesticide? I cannot remember. It was some kind of chemical. I really want to say it was a pesticide. That Jake the Snake Roberts was the one who came up with the name. And then over the years, there's been all kinds of speculation about what it could stand for. But it turns out... Googling it right now. Okay, this is a bit of a tongue twister. DDT stands for Dichlorodiphenyl trichloroethane. All one word. So there's your fun bit of wrestling trivia today. The DDT doesn't really stand for anything, but it's named after an insecticide. Anyway, Matt asks us how we're feeling.
I'm wearing my arse like a hat.
It's important to wear multiple hats in life.
Does that include my arse?
So I asked myself, what was I trying to teach you?
Probably that some fights I pick are impossible to win.
That's a bit morbid.
And realistic.
Not entirely. Certain fights will be brutal, of course, but there's always an angle to win, somehow. My lesson was possibility. Up there, lights pouring down on you, pounding your heart, chance of the audience. That ring contains every possibility.
So I have to prepare for every outcome. Win, lose, anything in between.
Sure, and also know this. Nothing is impossible when you're not in there. Or nothing is possible when you're not in there.
Well, that seems like a bit of an odd statement, Mike. Matt, why do I keep calling you Mike? My cat says hello.
You gotta fight to get in there. You gotta fight to stay. You gotta fight to fight.
I don't understand, but I'll say I do anyway.
Can't expect to breeze through everyone. Keep progressing, and comes a time you can squash someone like Baron Corbin can. Look, all things considered, we think you're more than ready to make the jump to NXT. Honestly, the only reason Corbin could squash anybody was because they wanted to build him up in NXT. So they kept throwing local talent at him that he could take out in 20 seconds. They just wanted to make him look like the big bad guy.
Seriously? Already?
I call him when I see him, and I see you there laying down some incredible smack.
Matt, are we talking violence or heroin?
Show up backstage next week and we'll show you where to go from there. One more thing. Congratulations. Be rooting for you. Hey, they gave me bonus money. That's new. Haven't had that happen since I started my first character. Cat, what are you doing? I reiterate my question. What are you doing? Can you calm down? I guess the answer is no. Honestly, she's been kind of a pain in the ass today. She's been meowing all day, and now that she's not meowing so much, suddenly she's decided it's the perfect time to run around and jump on things. Honestly, it's kind of amazing that I got a nap today. You made it. This is it. This is NXT. Feeling good?
Feeling great!
Awesome. Definitely different from being at the Performance Center, so let me give you a once-over. You're to make your debut on NXT television. Not many guys get to enjoy this type of debut. That is to say, you're setting up a title match at the next NXT TakeOver, so my strong advice, think about how you want to create an impact.
How do I go about doing that?
This is your time. You gotta decide what type of WWE superstar you want to be. You can focus on promos, call your opponent out, or generally show off your charismatic self, rile up the fans. Or you can take on high-profile matches in order to prove you're worthy, that you're the toughest bastard here. Outside of these options, you can ambush your opponent backstage and steal the advantage. Skeezy, but it works. Ultimately, it's your choice. And you don't have to decide right now, but got any inclination?
Probably the second answer, but showing my superiority in the ring and through my prowess should be best. Talking is all well and good, still unless I can exhibit how much better I am, it'll be hard to convince anyone.
Spoken like the wisest. Gotta get out there and get it done.
I have to transform my learning into action, and there's only one spot to do that.
It's cyclical, you'll find. Take what you've learned into the ring, then learn more in the ring, then take that back to your training. Good to have options, mix things up. That's it from me. Make sure you're done hearing speeches and want to get to it. Check in with our producer at the production area. He'll be your helper from here on out.
Thanks for the help so far.
Hello, kitty. You bet. Give him hell. I like that Steve has a little spring in his step as he runs through the hall. There's Tommaso Ciampa. There's Hideo Itami. And here's our producer, Baron Blade, who is not a real person. Was only now given the rundown on you.
Good things, I imagine.
Remains to be seen. High level of hype moving around you. I'm here to see that it's real, it goes in the right direction. Don't know what you're good at yet. No one's telling me either, except for all this baseless glowing praise. I want specifics.
There is no need to worry. All you have to do is give me a chance to shine.
Yeah, what I'm doing, isn't it? Not words, actions.
I couldn't agree with you more. Talk is cheap, as they say.
Also a cliche, but whatever. Impress me. Hopefully that's not asking too much. Match card is over that away. Take a gander and get back to me with what you want to have a go at. We'll build off that.
Steve wants a match with Hideo Itami. Because Steve's going to spend a lot of time fighting Bobby Roode.
You know, I am inclined to agree with you. It doesn't really feel like the way real people talk. But,
This is NXT, where the
but
biggest
what we
superstars
got.
of tomorrow are performing today. We are live ringside in the internationally known resort town of Orlando, Florida. Don't change that channel, because we've got some epic WWE action on tap.
Whatever you say, Captain Coke.
Don't change that channel. We have singles action coming up.
We have one of the best talents on the roster to date against Hideo Itami.
It's like a mid-90s anime that's been dubbed by Madhouse. Not the Madhouse dubs are always bad, but, they did have an interesting style.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from London, England, weighing in at 215 pounds, Steve the Tool Ralston.
There is an absolutely big fight feel in the arena tonight for this one.
Yeah, and judging from the vibe,
I'm a little
here
too
currently,
pleased.
It seems to me like
A little too
this
pleased
is
with
the one
myself
this
for giving him the
sold-out
nickname
crowd
The
came to
Tool.
see.
Corey, what should we expect from him here tonight?
I expect him to come out of the gate hot, Cole. From what I've been told, he's been really concentrating on getting the advantage early. But of course, that's easier said than done.
Also, you may have noticed that his Steve's Twitter hashtag is @I'mACockney. Which I'm sure any Mighty Boosh fans might appreciate.
And his opponent, from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 180 pounds, Hideo Itami.
Hideo Itami has definitely overcome adversity ever since coming to the United States.
But he's proven that you can't keep a good man down.
Yeah, man, Hideo just got out of NXT last year.
And I'd also like to add that this match will go a long way in determining the pecking order here in WWE.
Yeah, and he's hoping his stock continues to rise. A loss here, though, would certainly crush those hopes.
Dude had to deal with a lot of injuries while he was in NXT. Spent a really unfortunate amount of time off of TV. Well, NXT's not on TV. It's specifically on the WWE Network, but you know what I meant. He was off the program. Go get him, Steve!
This is it, the moment we've been waiting for. The time for talking is behind us. Now these two superstars will test one another's abilities and will like never before. This is about being the best.
Oh, man, this is going to be great. Judging from this crowd response, guys, there's no more magical place to be in Orlando right now than right here for this match.
I should start calling Steve's DDTs the DD Steve.
Let's quickly discuss Hideo Itami for a moment. Tell us, what do you think we can anticipate seeing from him in this one?
He appears to have his game face on tonight, and he better, because the guy he's in the ring with is no nonsense.
But wow, these fans are in for a real treat here. I know that for sure.
Hideo is going hard with those suplexes.
Literally.
That second was a power slam, not a suplex, but still.
Oh yeah, here's Hideo Itami.
There we go.
Let go of me arm!
See what you're gonna do.
Nice
There we go,
move.
flying hot shot.
He's in a tough spot here, Corey. And if he doesn't get up, it's going to get a lot
Steve's
tougher.
knees! Steve's face! Help Steve!
Made him pay there. Oh, how the heck do you get up from that?
Super Steve!
And Hideo Itami reverses it.
Ralston starting to stammer some.
With these two guys, we all knew this was going to be an all-out battle.
Yeah, he's taking on some offense here, but that's to be expected, especially considering who he's in the ring with.
Come on, get up, Steve.
He'd be wise to stay right there.
Changing it up there. Ralston starting to stammer some.
We all know, though, this guy has plenty of fight left in him.
He just has to make sure this doesn't get too out of hand for him. Sometimes momentum has a way of permanently...
Big move coming up. He's in the driver's seat now.
He landed it.
I can't believe it, Michael.
Okay, this time has to do it.
Get him,
He's
Steve.
sending a message to the
Oh.
He's not going to go quietly.
No superstar worth his salt ever does.
That's not so good.
Getting nailed with a strike like that lets you know just what kind of fight you're in.
Ha
Oh, that looked a little bit dirty.
If this superstar can just land the finisher here, this match is all but over.
And Hideo Itami reverses it.
Yeah, but not for long.
You can't keep a good Steve down.
No person could take much
Bonk.
more of this, and Hideo Itami is not looking good. Tonight may not be his night, guys.
At this point, he has to be thinking to himself, what do I have to do to get back in this thing?
He combines speed, agility, balance, and force all in one move, showing very few signs of life here.
Yeah, there's no way he comes back from this. Might as well ring the bell now.
I like the randomly generated moveset
Saw
that
that
Steve
one
has
coming.
here.
He may be in the best physical condition I've ever seen him in.
He might have. Did you see that?
There is no
He's got him now.
game, set, match. This one is over.
I didn't want to pin him yet. No.
It could be
No.
over here.
Let go, Steve. Here we go. Gonna drag him to the center of the ring first.
He's in trouble.
That way, there's no risk of a rope break.
Down with a face buster.
This one's over, guys.
Now we pin him.
He's looking for the win. A kick out, and you can see the
Oh,
frustration
come on.
starting to build.
What a match.
Super Steve.
He doesn't appear to be in a hurry to get up here.
I just don't think he has it in him anymore.
Dropped, and that was a hard shot, Corey.
Yeah, he might want to think about throwing in the towel at this point.
Yeah, but he's
Taking
not
him a
gonna.
while to get up here.
I don't think he has anything left, Michael.
I mean, if Hideo Itami threw in the towel, that would be very unlike Hideo Itami.
His drop kick finds the mark. He's taking a long time to get up, guys.
Perhaps playing a little possum here, Cole.
O'Connor roll, German suplex.
Will he be victorious? Shoulder got up, but I don't
Oh,
think
come
it was
on,
in
Hideo.
time. Come on, ref. Finish the count.
He needs to change something fast, guys.
Like I was saying earlier, though, I like the taunts, the randomly generated taunts that Steve has.
Hold on, guys. This isn't good.
No question about it, Cole.
Because they really seem to fit
Got all that neck breaker.
that he's a weirdo just trying to look tough.
He's not getting up.
You can't like his chances right now.
But who doesn't actually know how to be tough?
Oh, yeah, here's Hideo Itami.
Knocked him right off his feet.
Yeah, no kidding.
Got a little something brewing here.
Whoop. I messed up his comeback move.
Look out, there he goes.
Knocked right off his feet.
Ralston starting to look a little defeated.
I'd say he's starting
Think
to
I kinda
feel
deserve
the
that one.
pressure a bit.
Messed up Hideo's big move after all.
I had the chance to tour the WWE Performance Center earlier today, which is not
Cheer
too far
for
from us here in
Steve!
Orlando. It's such an amazing state-of-the-art facility.
Hideo, if you want to have a chance of winning this match, you got to get back in the ring, buddy.
You got to wear your opponent down. Find that little weakness that could help you end up with a victory.
So if I'm out of the ring, then he has to restart the count. Where are you
I
going?
had the chance to tour the WWE Performance Center earlier today, which is not too far from us here in Orlando. It's such an amazing state-of-the-art facility.
Get back in there. I want to beat you clean.
He wants no part of the outside. Back between the ropes. This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
Oh, and he's still down, Byron.
Things definitely aren't looking very good for him right now. Oh, boy. He
counter here. He gets it with a reversal.
And Hideo Itami reverses it.
Connects with a counter.
Suddenly things aren't looking so hot for Steve anymore.
Oh, yeah. Looking at it here.
You know,
I'm supposed to win, Hideo.
It's hard to move if you can't move.
You got to put over the new guy. That's the rule.
And he goes for the pin. And Hideo
Oh, come on.
Itami reverses it.
Not much more can be endured, I think, here for Ralston.
This is not where he wants to be at this point in this match.
When you go for your finisher as many times as he has tonight, you expect to win. But right now, it looks like he may very well be on the wrong side of this decision.
Clearly, they're both running on fumes right now. And at this point,
There it is, the Alabama Slam.
wow, I'm just as surprised as you guys are.
You're going to want to see your internist after a slam like that.
Back in from the floor.
He's playing with him now.
Get him, Steve.
He's looking at it. Face buster.
Man, that was vicious.
There's the cover. Can he do it?
Oh, come on! Stay down already!
What a hellaciously physical match these gladiators have put themselves through. The intensity of this has been incredible.
Hideo, you're cool. I love you, but I want to move on. Get you in that reverse figure
He's
four
truly mastered that lock, guys.
that you're easily escaping from. My God.
Oh, and he releases the hold.
Wow. Part of me thought that was it, Cole.
Doesn't show any signs of getting up here, guys.
No, he's taking one heck of a beating, Michael.
Legitimately starting to run out of ideas here.
These athletes seem to have tried everything in their playbook. Oh, there's more in their arsenal. I promise you that. I don't know what it is, but they'll find it.
Well, that didn't work out. I hoped it would.
Showing an aggressive side here. Bringing it back into the ring.
Still trying to get back to his feet here.
He's clearly in a bad way right now.
Oh, come on.
And Hideo Itami reverses it. Hideo
Why
Itami
can't I
showing
catch him
us
on the
how to
rebound?
Get it done. Here he goes for the win. Taking on any more damage here could very well mean the beginning of the end.
Right to the chest.
That looked more like my face.
Not where he wants to be right now.
Yeah, you're not going to win many matches when
Steve
you're
is
down.
bleeding! Help, Steve!
He is a one-man gang in there.
Ow, that hurt. He's too quick for him there.
What is my other signature? Okay, so he has to be grounded in the corner.
Hideo Itami showing us how to get it done.
Still trying to get back to his feet here.
He's clearly in a bad way right now.
He may get the 3 count right there.
Oh,
And you
come
can put
on.
this singles match in the books.
Oh well, they can't all be zingers.
Here is your winner, Hideo Itami.
And there's your winner, ladies and gentlemen.
I could watch them go at it each and every week. What a match.
And it looks to me like our winner is already thinking about the next match. Always one step ahead.
How can you tell, Michael? Oh well. Honestly, the thing that I'm the most surprised about is that there weren't any chance of Go-Go Hideo. Mostly just NXT chants. Well, that was our first official match. And you don't actually spend too much time in NXT, so maybe we'll actually, I'm planning to go for about another hour, so maybe we can actually make it out of NXT before the stream is done. Okay. Yeah, not bad. Kind of impact you want on a first outing. Like what you did out there tonight. We can work with this. Keep running that angle and you'll be fine, I think. And then Steve goes home. You know what? Before I go home, as much as I love the Colonel Sanders look, I'm gonna give Steve his own T-shirt. Just give me 1 second. All right. Sorry about that. Gonna give Steve a signature shirt. Oop. So it's going to be a very imperfect shirt. It's going to have to do. gonna go ahead and actually let's give that an outline. I feel like that's gonna work better. If I knew many Cockney phrases, I would give that some consideration. I just think it's kind of funny to have it, to have his shirt say "Hail to Steve Supreme" when he's supposed to be a loser. Can I give him a cape? Nope, I cannot give him a cape. I want Steve to have a cape. I desperately want Steve to have a cape. I don't think there are any capes available, though. Nope, no capes. Oh well, one day Steve will have his cape. Every dog must have his day. Every Steve must have his cape. Well, it would just be for his entrance gear. He wouldn't actually wear the cape during the match. But what I really need, I need Steve to have a cape and a bowler hat. But I've got to go through the loot boxes to try and get that. Oh well, maybe we'll get lucky. Sometimes the game actually will give you loot boxes just out of nowhere, and that's always nice. That's actually pretty rare, so... Wait, where am I going? That's the wrong way. This guy says he'll go get my car, but there's no place for him to bring it up, so... I don't know what his plan is. Like, does he just wade out into the garage and stand next to it like a bright yellow beacon? I mean, that's the best theory I have. Well, anyway, that's our first week on NXT complete. I think we're going to get into a minor feud with Cassius Ohno. We're going to take the championship away from Bobby Roode. And then we're going to lose the championship, or we're going to give up the championship and get moved up to Raw probably. Hey, Jose. Huh, I can move the ladder. That's new. I just wanted to stare at Jose for a second, because Jose is cool. His in-game model looks really fucking weird, but Jose's cool. He dances all the time. More than Fandango, and Fandango's whole gig is that he's the guy who dances. At least that used to be Fandango's gig. Now he's part of the fashion police with Tyler Breeze. Match against one of our best guys. Up for it? Don't answer, just do it. Need to show everyone that you can perform in the ring. Or else you won't survive. Ring is where everything comes together. Don't have that, don't have anything. Show them what you got in you. I really should turn off the show intros. I think the only thing they do is mask a loading screen. Admittedly, I think a big reason I don't like the one for NXT is because there's no in-ring footage like there was last year, and they've changed the theme. And I don't like it as much as the old one.
Another great night in store. Thanks for coming along. Coming to you live from Orlando, where the attractions are many, but the only one that matters right now is WWE. Stay tuned, folks, because we've got an amazing match card on tap next.
The match we have next is going to be awesome. Stay where you are.
We have a real fan favorite against an imposing adversary.
So, we're a little past the halfway point tonight. Hope everybody's doing all right. Having something of a good time. Steve is not real. Cassius is. Like, the last time I actually watched NXT, Cassius Ohno was in a feud with Hideo Itami. They were supposed to be partners, I think. Or Cassius was supposed to be Hideo's manager. One of the two.
Making his way to the ring from London, England, weighing in at 215 pounds, Steve the Tool Roston.
There is an absolutely big fight feel in the arena tonight for this one.
Yeah, and judging from the vibe here currently, it seems to me like this is the one this sold-out crowd came to see.
There's no way. I sold out.
Guys, this match will undoubtedly go a long way in determining just who is the most dominant superstar.
That's what makes this match so great. These superstars clearly have a point to prove here tonight and will likely...
There is no way I sold out the Full Sail Arena. Not Steve. Steve's not worth it. Yeah, if this link goes through all right, there should be a good picture of Cassius Ohno.
And his opponent, from Dayton, Ohio, weighing in at 260 pounds, Cassius Ohno.
Singles action on its way, and it sounds like this arena is more than ready to kick this one off.
So is social media, Michael. The opening bell hasn't even rung, and yet both these superstars are already trending.
And remember, when he gets on a roll, he's nearly impossible to stop.
You are absolutely right, Cole.
No, unfortunately, there is no Cassius. Oh, yes.
Everything possible to prevent momentum from swinging too much to his side.
But Daniel Bryan did have the yes movement at one point. That's probably the closest we're going to get. Daniel Bryan also had long hair and a beard. Get him, Steve!
This will surely be a true mano-a-mano test. It's amazing for more than
Open it up
years,
with the
many women
DD,
have entered this
Steve.
ring, all in the name of greatness. To see you is truly...
I knew it.
Yeah, we knew this wasn't over.
Yep, and there kicks in Bobby's music.
Here
Which I have been using as my text message noise for a year now.
Rude's got the pump handle hooked.
And Bobby puts me down and the match ends.
What a slam, Michael.
Didn't go very far, unfortunately. Wow, we've got 5 people watching now. Awesome. How's everyone doing? Hope you're all having a good Saturday night, wherever you may be. And of course, thank you for choosing to spend your time with me. Yeah, that can happen at times.
Jeez, that hurt.
It looks like. Ouch. Guess that's why he's the reigning champion, huh? Big lesson for you. If you aren't on top of your game every night without fail, you can't beat him.
Bobby is gonna go down hard for that one.
Maybe.
He will.
He isn't by you talking to all-weathered producer me, is he? Lesson learned, then?
Lesson learned.
Okay, file it away, keep it accessible. Well, we're back down to 3. Looks like those other 2 folks were annoyed by the Steve voice. It's Matt, Hideo. Which one are you? You're not Eric Young. You're not Sawyer Fulton. Oh, it's right there on your pants. Alexander Wolf. Okay. Gotta remember, Wolf's the ginger. There's Paul Ellering. I don't actually know who he is. Apparently he's a big deal. And here's Sawyer Fulton, who I will never stop making fun of for having a necklace tattooed on his chest. Why not just wear a necklace, dude? I mean, I shouldn't make fun of Sawyer Fulton. Look at him. He's a tank. He could beat the shit out of me. But he's got a necklace tattooed on himself. He could just wear a necklace. What a weirdo. You know, you're not wrong about that. If you... Why would you tattoo glasses on your face? That doesn't make any sense. That's even less practical than tattooing a necklace. I should make an actual Twitter account for Steve. Assuming nobody's already taken at I'm a Cockney. Unless somebody else wants to do it. I wouldn't mind letting somebody else have the character. Or letting somebody else be his Twitter manager anyway. So, pumped? Week before NXT TakeOver. Must be excited. This is your final chance to win over the WWE Universe. Don't waste your TV time, got it? Whatever you do, make it count.
I will.
Might as well go after Roderick Strong since I'm gonna be stuck in a match against Bobby anyway. Hey, Cockney Steve sounds Cockney most of the time. Sometimes he goes a little Australian. It's not his fault. Anyway, actual British people told me that my accent is good, so... I'm not a phony, you're a phony.
Welcome to NXT. We are live ringside in the internationally known resort town of Orlando, Florida. Come back, because this is going to be a night talked about for years to come.
Don't change that channel. We have singles action coming up.
We have a real fan favorite versus a formidable opponent.
You don't want to miss it.
Yeah, there's really only so much you can do with crowds in a game like this, I suppose. I mean, Guitar Hero was the same way back in the day. Still really wish you guys could hear the music. Would add a nice touch.
To the ring, from London, England, weighing in at 215 pounds, Steve the Tool Ralston.
One-on-one action coming up here, guys, and I'm willing to bet this will be one we won't soon forget.
Totally agree, Michael. When you have two superstars as hungry as these two competing in the ring, you can bet it'll be memorable.
Alex, was that you?
Well, he definitely looks ready for what's ahead of him here tonight, that's for sure.
I'd agree with that, Michael. In fact, I don't remember the last time I saw...
I just got an email from Patreon. Was that you? Well, I don't deserve it, but thanks. Here comes Roderick Strong, who looks like a stockbroker.
From Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 200 pounds, Roderick Strong.
Here comes Roderick Strong, folks, a darling of the indie scene before coming to WWE in 2016.
Not just the indie scene, Michael. I'd say Roderick Strong impressed the world over before making his NXT debut.
I mean, I'm sure he's a good performer in the ring. I've never actually seen him, but
more than ready to start this match.
So is this crowd,
just his
Michael,
in-game model
and
looks like a
justifiably
stockbroker.
So. This one's going to be simply amazing.
He looks like a very generic video game protagonist. And Steve looks kind of like the villain, with his twisty mustache and his sunken eyes.
Both men enter this match with tidal waves
DD
of momentum,
Steve!
which set them on a collision course for this very moment. It's all or nothing, and these two men wouldn't have it any other way.
Judging from this crowd response, guys, there's
Well,
no
it's
more
wrestling.
magical
There's gotta
place
be
to in
thighs on
Orlando
display.
right now than right here for this match. Nothing nice about that move, guys.
It's wrestling. It's not supposed to be nice.
If his back wasn't hurt before, it certainly is now.
Cheer for Steve. Super Steve saves the day. Ouch.
You want to see Steve have a
He's on his
seizure?
heels.
Just wait
I'd
until
say
you
he's
see
starting
the.
to
Just wait until you
feel
see
the
his elbow
pressure a
drop.
bit.
Oh, man, his chances are dwindling quickly.
There you go.
He's just taking on so much punishment.
He has to be disappointed in this performance. He really is so much better than what he's shown so far tonight.
Steve just gets a little excited, that's all.
Nicely done.
And like I said earlier, I did not choose his moveset, so this is all randomly generated.
He misses on that one.
Were his eyes even open?
Hey now. Why are you dodging my super kick?
No, reverses
Let
it.
Steve have his super kick. It's one of his favorites.
I don't think there's any coming back from this type of assault. Looks to me like he just hit a wall.
Ah,
I know he
loser.
doesn't have any quit in him, but now might be one of those times where you take the loss and live to fight another day.
I can't really tell what his game plan was heading into this match, but whatever it was, it definitely hasn't been working.
Big time takedown right there.
This might just be it for him, Michael.
I want to see what my second signature is, so I've got
Lights up his chest with a chop.
to get him in the corner. I don't think I can get him down in the corner. I don't think Steve's moveset accounts for that.
And he delivers a knee. Reverses that one.
He's focusing on the face now.
What's my second... Okay.
Showing very few signs of life here.
Yeah, there's no way he comes back from this.
He's fighting back.
Okay.
Here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
Gonna be tough for him to fight back from this.
Well, the first thing he needs to do is get back to his feet, which is clearly easier said than done.
When his strikes
There we go.
land,
Super
you
kick.
can feel it in the first few rows. Look at him move. What acrobatics.
Honestly, I'm not sure if you can or not.
On, he's one step ahead on that one.
Check out Roderick Strong's offense.
Yeah, Roderick's
there's the
offense
counter.
certainly is offensive. Oh, I already did this. Oops.
Gosh, the same move over and over. This is relentless.
He's still not moving, guys.
He might be out, Cole.
This will test the adage. It's not how many times you fall, but how many times you get up.
Steve dance.
Look out. The unfortunate reality is he might not get up, which wouldn't
He's got
shock
the
me one
DD
bit.
Steve
Talk
and
about
the
a
Steve
beating
Flex.
he's taken here tonight. Ain't no stopping him now.
You can't put a price tag on landing that perfect strike, and that nailed him.
Into a German suplex. And the ref has to make sure that he's not injured. I have done so much damage to his head.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Great job escaping.
Man,
trying
I
to turn this
cannot
thing around.
hit this guy with my specials.
Ralston starting to stammer some.
I fully expect him to bounce back, though. This is the type of one-on-one atmosphere where he thrives.
He just has to make sure this doesn't get too out of hand for him.
So can he end it quickly? Real nicely done. I can't believe he's in this.
Nice kick out.
Doesn't show any signs of getting up here, guys.
No, he's
I'm
taking
showing
one
plenty
heck
of
a
signs
beating,
of getting up.
Michael.
Corey?
He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
And there's the downward spiral, and we go for the pin.
This should do it right there.
Go to sleep, Roderick. Hooray!
Pinfall. And the
Steve
victory.
is victorious. All hail the Steve Supreme.
Here is your winner, Steve the Tool Ralston.
Wow, huge pinfall win here tonight.
You know, it didn't happen often, but I can attest, being pinned is humiliating.
And that'll do it here for this one-on-one match. I hope you enjoyed it as much as this live crowd appears to have enjoyed it.
If the Vaudevillains were still a thing, I would have made Steve their third member. But unfortunately, Simon Gotch has moved on to greener pastures. I don't know why he was released, but he was released early last year, so he seems to be pretty comfortable with working the indie scene, though. He's currently going by Simon Grimm. If anybody cares. I did hear about how terrible this was on Switch. Baron Blade, stop touching me, please. I actually, watched a video back in January about, I want to say it was, the worst games of 2017. And, the Switch port of 2K18 was, number 2 on the list. Excuse me. Goodness. I apologize. That was a message I think the champ heard pretty loudly.
This is all for the fans. I'm doing what I suspect they want.
Fans can buoy or crush you under the heel. Careful, they are a capricious lot. Anyways, were I you, I'd be on the edge right about now. He's noticed you. So watch out, lightning does strike twice at times. Honestly, dude, with how many physics bugs there are in these games, I mean, I don't want to just totally shit on the dev team for the 2K games, but it doesn't surprise me that the Twitch port was a dumpster fire. And if you're standing in his way, he'll just had to get out of his way so he wouldn't creep me out so much. Cassius, oh no, you really think you can hang with Rude, don't you? You are one crazy fool, that's for sure.
I'm not crazy. I'm a Cockney.
Locker room. Triple H. If you don't let me handle my business, you're going to see a side of me that you won't like. Oh, I doubt that, Paul. This would be the general manager's office, I guess. Or the, commissioner's office. There's Matt Bloom again. There's Ember Moon. She's pretty good. There's Eric Young again. There's one of the authors of Pain. Which one are you? Akam. Okay, the authors of Pain kind of bother me because of the way they're presented. I mean, I could be wrong, but they do seem to be of Middle Eastern descent, and they're presented like terrorists. But apparently they're, Akam is Canadian, and Rezar here, or no, this is Akam. Rezar, the other one, is Albanian. So that's neat. Is Vince in his office? Nope. You know it's Vince's office because of the fucking T-Rex skull. Hi, Clementine. Glad you decided to join us. We've got about 20 minutes left. So this is what I was talking about at the beginning of the stream. You've got stationary bikes, and you've got treadmills, but you can't use them. And there's a full gym in the Performance Center that you can't use either. But NBA 2K18 has a full gym that you can actually use. The wrestling game got cheated. Then again, it is the only one that didn't have paid loot boxes, so I guess that's a benefit of being low on their priority list. Anybody hanging out in the parking lot? Nope. Just Jerry. I don't know if this guy's actually named Jerry, but I call him Jerry. Well, dude, it would be nice if there was some kind of in-game training thing. Like, NBA 2K18 has you, like, lifting weights and lets you mess with the battle ropes. This one just lets you stare at a stationary bike. You think those faces are bad? Wait until you see Stephanie. Stephanie McMahon. Something is very wrong with her in-game model. My friend Dean was watching when I was playing this for the first time. And when we first encountered Stephanie, I said that she looked like a goblin. So now, in reference to her looking like a goblin and being married to Triple H, Dean and I have been calling her a goblin wife for about 4 months now. Oof, sorry, folks. Faded. So I do occasionally have to adjust my seating. And I wish you could become buff through sheer force of will. If only it was that easy. But then, of course, everybody says that if it was that easy, you wouldn't appreciate it. I think those people are dumb. I mean, you guys have probably seen my posts before. You know about me and hashtag Get Beefy. Crazy week last week, huh? Up to you how you want to respond to what's been going down. Check out the match card. Let me know what you're thinking. Well, either I go out and run my mouth, I interfere with Bobby Roode fighting Cassius Ohno, or I just go out and fight Bobby Roode. Oh yeah, like you don't go to the locker room to get changed. You just go home in your unitard. Yeah, I wanted to give Steve a pose that looked kind of goofy, and that was the first one I came across, and I was like, yep, that'll do. I'm just going to go ahead and have a match with Bobby. Because why not? Well, Clem, my goal, as you may or may not know, is to be the wife who suplexes. Of course, back when Back when Dean and I first came up with Steve, we did have a joke about
Welcome to NXT.
About how Steve was supposed to be a really wimpy character, and how his wife wore the pants in the family.
Change the channel, so don't even think about it.
So there were occasionally jokes about,
my missus is gonna kill me.
Don't move. We have a great match coming
of course,
up next.
We have a real fan favorite versus a formidable opponent.
Gonna settle the score.
Recently, Dean created a character called Glasgow Dave, and I made a joke about Glasgow Dave and Cockney Steve being not just a tag team, but a gay couple. And so now I guess that's semi-canonical. Cockney Steve, the wimpy loser character, is married to Glasgow Dave, who looks super intimidating, but is supposed to be...
Come on, negotiations have broken down.
He's actually a nice guy. He just looks super intimidating. I'm still not sure if I want that to be Steve Cannon, but Dean wants it to be, so maybe.
If there's one place you don't want to get pummeled, it's your face.
Oh, shows no mercy.
Bobby, I don't care how glorious you are. You don't come at me with a chair.
Another direct hit with that chair.
Nothing like a few good old-fashioned chair shots.
As many chair shots as I can manage. Steve does not fuck around when you give him a chair.
Put me down!
Well, good job, Steve. Great job, Homestree.
Hooray! Steve wins! Even though there was no match.
Now Enzo's theme is starting. Man, Enzo's not even with the company anymore, and that's still weird. He got released back in January. Bleh. Suddenly I can't talk. Enzo was one of my favorites. No, Enzo Amore. Enzo was one of my favorites, though. Because he was an annoying loudmouth, and I thought he was hilarious. Still think he was hilarious. But then January. That's not last month anymore, it's March now. Back in January, it came out that he was under investigation for sexual assault and had been released from the company. And I feel like that's honestly kind of soured me on him a little bit. Like, suddenly, he's not one of my favorites anymore. I don't know if he did it or not, but anyway. Not bad, okay? Not bad at all tonight. Thinking the WWE Universe is looking forward to what you're bringing. At your NXT title match at TakeOver, and also this spirit you have about you. I think they get it.
Honestly, it's stomping Bobby that matters to me now. He thinks he's amazing. I want to show him he isn't.
Maybe it's because I was just watching the Road Runner, or the Road Warrior before I started the stream. So I just have the Australian accent on the brain already. It is kind of crazy. Did make NXT champion, didn't he? Can't really knock that. Although currently, last time I checked, I think he was the Intercontinental Championship. Or he was the champion. He was not the championship. Goodness gravy, Goldberg, I can't talk. Man, now that you mention it, a Roadrunner version of the Road Warrior would be pretty interesting. Have Wile E. Coyote as the Lord Humongous. Daffy Duck as Wes. I wish I could do a Daffy Duck impression, just because I think it would be funny to hear him yelling, "No! We go in! We kill!" Anyway, talking about stomping Bobby Roode.
There's something about him that inspires a lust for stomping. I do it out in the parking lot, but it's great we'll have a match instead.
Have fun, I guess? Whatever your reason, make it a good match. That's what I value. That is what I value as important. See if Stephanie's in her office. Nope. No Steph. Maybe next week. No, we won't see Stephanie unless we get on Raw. Which is going to require us to finish NXT first. Get me in my car, Jerry, if you don't mind. Yeah, I keep thinking back to when Alex said that Steve was a phony. Because in that same discussion about Steve and Dave being a gay couple, we also, or I came up with the idea that Steve was not a Cockney and Glasgow Dave was not actually Scottish. They were both Canadian. They just put on funny accents for TV. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time. Like, Santino Marella was one of my favorites, and he was kind of a joke character. He was supposed to be from Milan, Italy, and he had the fake accent, but he was actually Canadian. Or Jinder Mahal, the Indian guy who's on SmackDown right now, was champion at one point last year. He's Canadian. He speaks Hindi. But he's billed as being from Punjab, but I read that he's actually Canadian. Although he is very much of Indian descent, so I can't really complain. Made it this far, ready to go a little further? Better be. This is your first title shot. Get angry, or something that works. How do you feel?
Thrilled to be here already. This is the real deal.
Yeah, but you see, for, man, I'm gonna sound really pretentious here, but for actors, it's one thing, because they, like, usually will train to do the accent. For wrestlers, it's just, hey, be foreign. Okay, I'll try. Go thrill everyone with that attitude. Squander this opportunity, it's not me who will yell at you. That'd be easy. Yelling at yourself is what you'll do over and over until you're mad. So don't do that.
Got it. Don't go mad.
Right, avoid that. Seen what the NXT title has done for guys like Finn, KO, and Nakamura, haven't you? Could have that too if you win.
I was born to do this.
That's pretty specific, but hey, go with that, and don't mess up. Win the NXT Championship, cannot win by DQ or countout. Get a match rating of 3 stars.
I can do it! Steve's gonna win!
Kane is still a thing, kind of. Like, he's been in a couple of the recent pay-per-views, and he's done a lot of the house shows. But, he's currently running for mayor of Knox County, Tennessee. And Kane is still fantastic in the ring. But, I can't support him politically. Because, apparently, he's a pretty big fan of what Trump's doing right now. So that's a little unfortunate. I would still make the 6-hour drive to Knoxville, though,
to
see one of the events he's been putting on this year, if I could.
From Minneapolis, Minnesota.
He did two last year, one with The Undertaker and one with Goldust.
Stay tuned.
And since I'm a big fan of both The Undertaker and Goldust, I would have loved to have gone to either of those.
The championship is up for grabs. Coming up next,
we have one of the best talents on the roster to date versus a formidable opponent.
Time to crown a champion.
Although if they gave me a Jacobs for Mayor pin or sticker, I probably wouldn't wear it. No offense, Glenn. Like he is a wrestler, not so much as a politician.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the NXT Championship.
Here comes Steve.
remember, guys, the title is on the line here in this one.
And I don't remember the last time the champ was in this much jeopardy, Cole. Tonight might just be the night the title changes hands.
What must be going through the mind of the challenger, just moments away from this golden opportunity?
He had better be focused, Cole, because this is easily one of the most important matches in his career.
Well, every wrestler has, well, almost every wrestler has something that they wear for their entrance. Like you're going to see in a minute, Bobby Roode has a robe, but he doesn't wear the robe when he's actually in the ring. And besides, you have a signature shirt like Steve does, and you can actually make a little bit of more money that way. And considering how much money you have to spend in career mode, that's always a good thing. There he is. The glorious Bobby Roode, spinning around on a Roomba. Jesus, on a Roomba. I don't know if you can hear the crowd singing along or not, because I know that the whole copyright thing takes out the music. I don't think they would have taken out the crowd noise, though. On my end, they were singing along with his entrance.
That the title is on the line here tonight.
Yeah, but that's just a mere formality. The way I see it, there is no way we crown a new champion tonight.
And it seems to me like the champ is eager for the opening bell to sound.
Yeah, he's clearly itching to get this match underway, as is this capacity crowd.
Styling and profiling. Ric Flair would be proud. I really do wish you could hear the music, though, because Bobby Roode does have one of my favorite themes in the WWE right now. He does have one of the longest entrances in the game, though. Next to Finn Balor's pay-per-view entrance and Baron Corbin. Fucking boring-ass Baron Corbin just walks slowly. The Undertaker got away with that because he had a gimmick. Baron Corbin doesn't have anything.
Introducing the challenger from London, England, weighing in at 215 pounds, Steve the Tool Ralston.
Steve!
Introducing the champion, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 235 pounds, he is the NXT champion, Bobby Roode.
Yeah, I wanted to give Steve a nickname, but I couldn't call him Cockney Steve, so I called him The Tool. Steve The Tool Ralston.
Get ready for some WWE magic.
Now that's one thing I've never understood. Why does the ref always show the belt to the challenger? Like, are you sure this is the belt you want? I've just never really understood the point of that.
Here, guys.
Well, despite the stakes, he does not appear to
Steve!
be even the least bit worried.
Abuses him with an elbow.
It looks like that back is under a great deal of stress right now.
Ow! Me back.
So painful.
Well, this is not going Steve's way so far. There we go.
No! Don't hurt Steve! My missus will kill me if I come home with any bruises.
Oh, hey, that's new.
Not where he wants to be right now.
Yeah, you're not going to win many matches when you're down.
Working the body now.
Just one elbow drop after another. Steve, where are you going? Lay down, Bobby. Bobby, no!
No, he reverses it. He's too quick for him there. Oh, there's a jarring kick to the face.
Yeah, that was actually part of the joke at one point. That, Steve's wife doesn't like him wrestling. But she always complains about how he needs to make more money, so...
He's sending a message to the entire WWE.
You know, becoming a celebrity is probably one of the better ways to do it.
He goes for the jaw. Here he goes.
The leg drop, Bulldog. This is the end. Bulldog.
Delivered with force. I can't believe it, Michael.
And that's twice now.
Looking for the finish.
Oh, thanks, Clem. I most certainly appreciate it. You go enjoy your free food.
Just when you thought he had nothing
And thanks
left,
again for
your whole
coming
body
and
hurts after
hanging
a
out
move
with
like
us for a
that.
little while tonight. Glad to hear you had a good time.
Second time we're
Listening to
seeing
me
this
be
here.
a weirdo for a while.
Byron, he may be down for good.
That wouldn't surprise me at all. Not after the beating he's taken.
Taking him a while to get up here.
I don't think he has anything
Well, I don't
left,
currently
Michael.
have a set schedule, but I do try to go every... I'm trying to make myself
He
stream
might just
every
be
other
out,
night.
guys.
I agree. He hasn't moved one bit.
So,
Wow, Bobby Roode is
keep an
being
eye out
controlled
if you
now.
want. I post a link every half hour when I'm streaming, so
Just making
there'll be
his
plenty of
presence
opportunities to
felt there.
catch me.
That shot hit the opponent exactly in the right spot. What accuracy. He's displaying classic offense here.
He's not getting up.
You can't like his chances right now.
Man, for being the champ, Bobby's not putting up a whole lot of a fight anymore.
Now there's the counter.
Talk about timing.
The challenger's starting to slow down a bit here. He's going to have to find a way to fend off the champ here. He goes for the quick pin attempt.
That wasn't even close to 3.
Just needs to do more damage.
Oh, and he's still down, Byron.
Things definitely aren't looking very good for him right now.
He's delivering an old-fashioned, but there's the leg drop bulldog.
But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
It gets more and more impressive each time we see it.
He's looking at it. And there it is.
That's what he was looking for, Michael.
There's the pin. Can his opponent
Stay down,
out?
Bobby.
3. No, he
Oh,
kicked
come
out.
on.
Wow, what's it going to take?
What?
Flips the script on him there.
How dare you?
He clearly did his homework heading into tonight.
Ah!
Ill-advised
Steve
move.
down! Someone help Steve!
Pays for that one. He's in a tough spot here, Corey.
And if he doesn't get up, it's going to get a lot tougher.
He wants no part of the outside.
Oh, the counter.
Put me down! Steve doesn't like it up here. Ouch.
The challenger not looking good right now. This is not at all how the challenger drew this one up.
I'd never count this guy out, but I'll tell you what, he's not looking so hot right now. He's really going to need to find a way to get back in this thing.
Guys, one of my favorite things about him is how much pride he has in his game. And up until now, he's had plenty to be proud about.
Had that one well scouted.
Not today.
Still trying to get back to his feet here.
Maybe now I can
He's
see
clearly
what
in a bad
my
way
comeback
right now.
move is.
Always nice when a plan starts coming together.
He may be in the best physical condition I've ever seen him in. Here he goes for the win.
Hooray!
We have the crowning of a new champion.
Steve is your new NXT champion. All hail the Steve Supreme.
Here is your winner and the new NXT champion, Steve the Tool Ralston.
That's coming up big to win the championship here tonight.
Wow, the challenger simply refused to be denied, and now we are looking at a new champion. Unbelievable.
Guys, I've literally got chills after watching that thrilling championship match.
And so, after we talk to our producer here, since we've been going over 2 hours now, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night here in a minute. Still got to talk to our producer first, though. There he is. Why are you shaking your head? I won. Nice.
Seriously? That's it.
Super nice.
Like pulling teeth.
What are you grousing for? You did it. You, sir, are a born champion.
I crushed it. As master of all worlds, Bobby was brought low.
There you go. All those worlds are yours. Yep. Check in with Matt before you run off. What's a few words prior to your heading out? See ya. Gonna go talk to Matt. Hey, kid, you floored everyone with that. I knew you had it in you right from the start.
See, this is what I wanted.
Bet on the fact that you, this very instant, are on the fast track to success. Like, keep putting on great matches like that. Keep making all the right decisions, working your fights, and the audience over. You might find yourself main eventing WrestleMania one day. That's like the dream for everyone. You might do it, too.
If not for your backing, I don't think I could have done so well.
Stop it. Raw talent and skill like yours goes miles more than the inspiration I gave you. Hey, thanks though. Means a lot. Listen, gotta take off. Great job, kid. You wrecked it. So proud of you.
Thanks, Prince Albert.
For anyone who doesn't know, that was, Matt Bloom actually used to be a wrestler in the WWE. And with, Ring of Honor, I think. Went under the gimmick of Prince Albert, a piercing enthusiast. After that, he came back with some Japanese kanji painted on his face and was called Lord Tensai, but we don't talk about that one so much. There's Paul Ellering again. I was just gonna talk to Jerry, so we can go home. After yet another loading screen. All right, to hear crowd noise. There we go. And this would be the introduction of side quests, but we'll save that for another time, I think. For now, though, like I said, gonna go ahead and call it a night, I think. And I'm just gonna end every sentence with I think, apparently. So, where am I looking? What am I doing? Alright, cool. So, as always, and as I said a few times in the stream tonight, big thanks to everybody who came and decided to spend their Saturday night with me. I always really appreciate it. Things are falling over. Well, shit. It's a madhouse. Anyway, like I said, I always appreciate it. I clearly wouldn't be here doing this if it weren't for people like you coming in and watching me waste my time. Act like an asshole. Obligatory Patreon shilling. I'm sorry, I know you can't hear it, but the Miz's entrance theme is playing in the background. This always makes me laugh. Yeah, obligatory Patreon shill. Patreon.com/EerieEmily. If you're feeling generous and you like what you saw tonight. $3 and up gets your name right off in the stream, so big thanks to Cubby, Jenna Abel Bradford, and Alexander Daisuke, the big fucking weeb. I think I can get away with that. He called himself Daisuke, and his Twitch name is Kamen Rider Alex. Besides, he knows I don't mean anything by it. I also still don't know if it's supposed to be pronounced coffee or Kofi, but you can find me on there if you're feeling generous and you don't want to make a monthly donation. Well, how you pronounce it is not how the Japanese pronounce it, so I just went by what I knew. So, yeah. So anyway, there's all the shilling out of the way. You can also follow me on Twitter if you want. Like I said, I just sit here and make an asshole out of myself. Follow me on Twitter at Erie Emily. Mostly what I do is just advertise my streams and retweet pictures of cute animals. So if that sounds like your thing, go check it out. Ugh, pardon me. Anyway. So yeah, that's going to be it for me tonight. Thanks again to everybody who showed up tonight to watch and to listen. Big thanks to everybody who participated in the chat. You guys always make it, for one, easier, because I'm not so good at just talking to myself. And two, you make it more fun. And also, I would like to apologize. I feel like my commentary is kind of subpar with this particular game. But, there's a reason why wrestling commentators have to go to wrestling school. So anyway, with all that out of the way, I think I've been babbling long enough. Hope you all have a fantastic night, and I will see you next time.